Oh, it's working. It would not connect. Good morning. Good Sunday morning to you. Welcome to Sunday Soul Talks, where I have no idea what I'm going to say ever, and I always have technical problems. Crazy. Always, well, not always, but a lot of the time, I have technical issues. The only thing you can do is laugh at whatever goes seemingly wrong. Nothing's going wrong here. But your mind is in resistance to anything that, well, I guess that's where we're going to go. Your mind is in resistance to whatever is off the script that it thinks it's supposed to be. That's the bottom line to all suffering. Honestly, that is the bottom line to all suffering, is your mind thinking, or your mind. Okay, that's what it does. It thinks. But you don't have to go along with it. And when you're fighting what is, you suffer. Period. That's the end of the story. When you fight what is, you suffer. And the thoughts are coming from what I have always said, the little me. The one that is made up of a bunch of thoughts that created this, these thoughts created this. God, it's so hard to talk about. Because nothing I say is exactly the truth. Because there's no way to touch the truth. Words don't define the truth. Words cannot. The word quantify is coming. Quantifying the truth. I don't know if that's even... The word quantify came. The thoughts became the me because the energy that is you, the essence that activates this body, has put power behind the thoughts, has put itself as the thoughts. Never said this way before, and there's absolutely no one here, but I'm only talking to myself anyway. And that's the truth. You're basically only talking to yourself in any given moment. That's what I'm... Okay, so Lori has become aware of that's what this whole journey is about. Becoming aware of what's hidden subconsciously in your mind. And it needs to stay hidden because who you are not really, no. It has to stay hidden subconsciously. All the subconscious thoughts are staying hidden because I'm seeing exactly why this is very hard to talk about, because what you are isn't affected by anything going on here. What you truly are is not affected by anything. No subconscious thoughts, no storyline, no time, no space. It's not affected by anything here. But that you, the essence, energy you, has believes all the stories. It believes all of this is real. So the journey is coming back to that nothingness, if you will, that essence is nothing. When they say nothing, good morning, Cynthia. It's pretty deep this morning. That all the powers that be, I don't even know. Of course, they've been putting Lori's way to help her remember that she's not these thoughts. There's that me in the timeline is a character dreamt the thoughts are dreamt by the nothingness in order to experience all this. If it's possible to see all this and realize that all of it is a dream. All of it is projected from that mind that needs to keep the you it's believing itself to be safe, because it is made up from the little character believing it's separate from God. Boy, am I going to have to watch this back. Jeez. As soon as there was a belief, okay, so it came a fear. A fear came. Gosh, I can't see if Think back to when you were little and somebody slapping your hand or telling you no, and yeah, because Cynthia, we can feel the truth in it, but seems not to be sticking. Does that feel like that to you? It's a remembrance. It's a definite resonation, but there's resistance. Do you feel resistance, Cynthia? There's that little me doesn't want to realize it is nothing. That's its biggest fear, is that it is nothing. And that's what this message points to. It is nothing. So, if it is nothing, then when the one you really are, the essence, the life, love, is confused and believing it's the character, it's nothing. Fear came along with the character. Because that little... Oh, Cynthia! Are you feeling into this like I am? Because I want to say the little me... I'm trying to feel into what it's trying to show me. My thoughts, fear, resistance have had me lately. Yeah, me too. But there's a breakthrough. There was a breakthrough this week. I saw the patterns of the me that we believe ourselves to be is with certain people. There's patterns we play with certain people. And I saw one with my sister-in-law. And I saw the humiliation that was felt in response to what she says. Humiliation, which is what... Good morning, Margie. Oh, boy. We are going deeper than I've ever gone. I don't know, girls. That, as soon as the pattern, it's kind of like ridicule. Okay, it happened during the week, because I was at North Fort Myers High, and I was in the orchestra, and actually it happened before that, during the beginning of the week, but it's not as clear as this one. This one was, wait a minute, because the first things happen for you to remember whatever you're ready to remember. Wow, never said that before. So it shows you, the life will show you the pattern of thought, and then, but there's no attachment to it. There's no, it's just let go until the next one happens. And the next one was at school. I was in an orchestra this week at North Fort Myers High. How am I going to top that one? They were amazing. Violins, cellos, bass, just the orchestra. I wrote this guy a message saying, I'm never going to top this. It was amazing to be in that room, and I couldn't help it. Lori gets excited when there's something new, and so after each thing, I saw two girls looking at each other and going, like, where's she come from? But that's my projection, right? That's what I needed to see was humiliation. There was so much fear of being humiliated. And then when my sister-in-law said something, I saw the patterns. And I can actually see in the past with us, in the past with me shrinking because of, with me, the me, shrinking because of humiliation, which is not even real for who we are, really. That essence, that aliveness that you can feel in your fingertips when you do this. And then when you focus on your toes, you can feel it in your feet when you put your attention on the bottom of your feet. Feel that aliveness. So we've just become identified with the body because of emotion. Fear is the biggest emotion. Fear is the, that's where it all started. Fear of, we believe we've been kicked out of the Garden of Eden. We are not. Awal, good morning, Awal. I've seen you. I'm glad you're here. Because each one of you is a projection of me. So if you're entertaining this and feeling the truth of it, it's going to be a different world for us. We are the light. Remember, because we're remembering who we really are. We're the light that can, just by being ourselves, no humiliation. If humiliation comes, okay. That's where my sister-in-law was a huge gift, because I love her. I love her very much. We go back before Peter and I. So my mind refuses to blame her for hurting me, because Lori has come to understand that no one's hurting anybody. But that's what keeps us alive, is all these seeming things happening in the world, hitting something in us that makes us feel, that throws out an emotion of, you hurt me. And then there's anger and resentment, and that's more emotion that you hold on to, and they. All the while, that is keeping the dream going for the character, the painful dream. But it is possible. Oh, I never saw this. As Jesus said, you can be in the world, but not of it. As these identities, you start noticing this stuff that I talk about. As you start noticing it, the me, the fearful me, becomes less, and you remember the pure love and joy that you've always been. When you look back to when you were a kid, you look, why do we love babies? The little toddlers running around full of joy. Full of joy, and people always say, why can't it be like when we were kids? It can be if you believe it. If your character believes it, but then there's the part of you that doesn't. If that doesn't happen, that's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter. As long as you keep in the back of your mind knowing nobody's being hurt here. No one, because there isn't anyone. There are these characters, seemingly, that are going through a timeline. They're going from birth to death. Yes, but she can have so much fun. He can have so much fun if he's not worried about what another thinks. The only thing is, the other is you. And if they have a negative reaction to how you're being, that's something that you're still holding on to subconsciously, that you think is real. Oh! Wow! That was so... I don't know if you guys are with me on this. Can you give me a thumbs up if you're with me? If you feel the truth of it. If it's touching some place inside of you that you don't really... you really know, but it's vague. You really know it, but it's not vague. Cynthia, oh my God, girl. Ooh, that brought tears. Because the recognition of that keeps I'm losing it. The recognition of that remembering that we're not this character and nobody is actually here. In reality, there's nothing and the 10,000 things. I don't know if any of you have ever heard that. Oh, well, yes. Okay. There's more. As this is remembered, the avatar, if you will, this body and mind, can come back to being itself like it was as a child, curious and amazed, in awe of it all. Instead of coming from the me, it's like it's in awe when it's in new places. This is probably why this is happening, because going to different schools and in new places and actually looking forward to it instead of fearing it. Actually knowing that wherever this body and mind is going is exactly where it's meant to go. And the you doesn't have control of it. When you let go of control, that's a huge one, because that me needs to control everything, or so it seems. That's where all the friction comes from. That's where all the shit comes from. Because I'm trying to it's got to be this way. No. That will make you... Actually, the suffering is literally because you're not accepting what is. Once you drop the fight to anything in your life that you're resisting, government, a certain person, whatever, a situation, whatever you're fighting, whatever this body and mind is fighting, the you that you think you are, the given name, the Loris, the Walls, the Margie, the Cynthias, as you believe, oh my God. We don't even know, surrender. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Surrender. No matter what is the person, surrender. Okay, you know better. Life knows better than that little you that you think yourself to be. It doesn't know shit. And when you realize that it doesn't know shit and play that out in the dream, when there's it should be this way, surrender. Let it go. Let go and let God. Now, I'm not talking the God in the sky that we've been taught that is judging us. I'm talking about the God self that you are. You can do, what is it? More things than I can. What did he say? I don't know. For some reason, in CCD, Lori did not pay attention very much. She was all in her mind instead of there at that age. Young age, my God. Huh. Yeah, for some reason I didn't. Well, I don't know. Some say that the Catholics don't really go over the Bible. I don't know. But since Phoebe has told me, actually Margie knows the Bible too. Probably Cynthia too. I just know the ones that really resonate with Lori. The ones that being in the world and not of it. But not of it. He says it's possible. Also, you can do what I have done and even greater things. You know? All of us. We're afraid of that light because we've been taught to believe that we're less than God. Like God is the ultimate something that we have to be good enough for. And we've bought that. Hook, line, and sinker. The little me's have bought that. So, when you come back to the God self that you are, it's like the mind is like, that's blasphemy! Who are you to think that you could be the Almighty? Right? Who are you? Who are you, really? Have you ever asked that? Who are you? Who am I? Who am I? Am I this body and mind where the thoughts are so... And the body seemingly... Of course this body, as the characters age. That's what we've seen, so that's what we know. That's what we're living. It gets... Oh, gosh. Levi, I can't get that. I don't know if he's watching. That was Levi. He's never audio messaged me before. Oh, boy, that was a distraction, huh? There's so many distractions here. Because you can be on this. And you can also realize it at the same time. I just saw the limiting belief of the distractions keep you from seeing this. They don't have to. See, that was a belief. That was a belief in distractions. What if we changed the script and said the distractions are what's reminding you? Oh, I'm back in the dream. I'm attached to the dream. Because attachment to Levi not ever audio chatting me before. So what did he want? I don't want to disappoint him. I'm usually there for him, you know. All that story of Lori. God. No wonder she can't let go completely. Gosh. It's also my God, I'm going to have to. It's also the identification with the body. The identification with the body is a big one.
Molly, I forgot that I had to go open the box. I had it hidden away in my room because I didn't want to open it. And then, yeah.
I sent him a box for his birthday.
I got it open today. I just got it. Got the dark chocolate Goldie raspberry flavor ones, the Dove ones. Caramel. That's my favorite. I like caramel. Blueberries.
Oh,
that'll be good.
See, now this makes...
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Those are going to be good. Pop Rocks. I'll share those with friends.
Pop Rocks?
the card.
I sent him.
Open that right now.
Oh, he's opening the card. Okay. Okay. All right, you. I'm doing my live video, and your whole thing. You never do this. So I hated to not accept your message. Now I want to. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed your box, and it wasn't you forgot about it. I sent him a box, and it got there too early for his birthday. It got there too early, so I said, "Are you gonna open it?" Because it said don't open till your birthday. But I wouldn't. When I was that age, somebody sent it to me. I could pretend, although I couldn't lie. I'm a bad liar. That was so sweet. Oh, yeah, I wrote a beautiful thing inside about him. I'm so glad you love it. Oh, you know, all that emotion, all that love that you feel when you're connecting with someone like that, that love is what you are. That's what we are. And it doesn't take much to...
He was so rude, but I'm just a forgetful person. I had it stored away
rude.
in the corner of my room.
Rude.
I've just been going along with my life. I'm very busy. I haven't been in the house a lot because work and school and whatever. But, yeah, the note was really kind. Thank you, guys. Happy to call you guys grandparents because I don't have my own, you know.
They don't have
them.
Aww. It's good to have grandparents. When Tiffany first came into Travis's life, well, I meant every word in that card. Appreciate everything you do for us. I know I'm not biologically related or anything, but I consider you guys to be my grandparents for sure. And I love that you consider us to be your grandparents. Absolutely love that you came into my life. Ah, that kid, he doesn't have grandparents. And when we first met them, it was horrible. They came here to Maine. And look, Trent was 5? Yeah, and Levi was 10. And now they're 15 and 10. 10 whatever. And I didn't think I'd need a tissue this morning. But we watched A Star is Born yesterday, and Peter and I were both bawling at the end of that month. I have 3 packages on my table to open on Easter for my birthday. Oh, Cynthia, Easter's on your birthday this year. Awesome. Yeah, but back then, Lori, oh my God, she told everything. She didn't wait for nothing. I think what started, I don't want to go too far off, what started the being able to wait and being more, I hope my share is part. What? Well, I don't know. I hope my share is part. I don't know. So, anyway. Okay, I'm going back to Levi. Trent was 5, and he was flipping Travis off and saying, "Have you, Travis?" He was, and in hindsight, I see now, and I saw the resistance. What the hell, these kids are? I never even thought they're Travis. It looks like Travis just took his mom away from their dad. So of course they were angry. Of course. And when Peter is like, there's walls against them, and I started, they were perfect for me to see through another wall of resistance, because I said, those kids don't have any grandparents. I used to bake them cookies for their birthdays. And I said, we are it for them. And I said, you know what that's like. Because he only had one grandmother. He didn't know his grandparents. It was a tragic ending to his mother's parents. Whew. Anyway, thank you. Sorry, I didn't open up right away. Do not think that's rude. Don't let your mind do that to you. I love that you weren't so attached to it and excited about it. I love that but now I feel your excitement. And that's all that matters. Oh, God. Kids. As the veils start lifting, like those girls that were laughing at me, basically, in the class, did not stop me. Because that was at first, I was like, wow, because the first time I heard it, I was like, wow. Jeez. I said, I wasn't expecting to hear such. They actually started learning. One of the students composed something for them, and he played it on the Promethean board so we could hear it, and then he gave them all the music to it, and they started doing it. They played it for the first time, and I was there to witness the very first time, and I'm going to be there again April 13th. I picked up 2 as soon as it says North Fort Myers High, I'm in. And then they're having a concert they're doing at the school on the 5th. And I will be there. The 5th of May. Sorry, 5th of May. I cannot. Oh, my God. When you look back at how these things all build on each other, for you to say, oh, that's it. As the humiliation thing is seen and felt, you don't have to do anything. It just lets go of you. Because you've seen it. It's not hidden anymore. It's not subconscious anymore. It's right in front. There's another veil gone. There's more of... See, when I say Lori... Well, the character is more able to be itself. Its conditioned self. Without fighting. It doesn't have to fight. It can just be, no matter where it is. You don't have to hate anybody. You don't have to, hating of anybody, there's a chord, because you're basically hating yourself. Whenever somebody says, I hate people, I know that they hate themselves. Because the people are just a reflection of them. Period. And every judgment against somebody hurts you. And that mind is so judgmental. And that's why it hurts. As soon as you're judging somebody, you're literally judging yourself. And so the judgment that you're feeling is in you. It's not in them. The minute a judgment comes up, that's all mine, and the feeling in the body is awful. If you can take a breath, breathe into it, and let it make you aware, okay, I'm back in the character. There's another one. Show me. There's another one I need to see. Show me. So the humility one. Humility one was for me this week. Obviously. It's slow. Oprah used to say, you get a tap. And then you get a whack. And then you get a clobber over the head if you don't see it. Isn't that funny? Oh, I hope Levi doesn't carry that. Rude. Rude is just another way you can... Rude, labeling yourself rude is just another way of hurting you. You know, just like judging someone else. It's just another way of having discontent in your body. stuff like this to a 15-year-old. Oh, you should have gotten to it right away. Should have gotten to it right away. For sure, though, because you put the time. Oh, my God. Are you for real right now? It didn't have to be a certain day. You're just damn lucky I got it to you before your birthday. Most people, it's after. I'm usually late. I try not to be, but you cannot. That's why I like to get it right around the time, but for his birthday, I just sent it way early because I wanted it there on time. Most of them, not. I haven't really, because that's another thing. Planning. That, guys, if you follow this and you start living it, planning is no more. Because you're trusting what is, you're going with the flow of life, and you just know that it's got a better idea than you ever did. It knows, and it doesn't make a mistake. It doesn't. Like when the $7,500 check came in and the bill, and they were both in my hands at the same time, I remember standing in this living room crying, literally crying by myself, saying, can I let go that much? And it seems like that's what it's been, a letting go, a letting go of identities, and at which you end up realizing that you never worried about what other people think. The me thinks that. It's worried about what other people think. But it's really, you don't want them to think what you're already thinking. Did you follow that? Did you follow that? What you're already thinking. That I'm not good enough. Something's wrong with me. That guy's got more money. He's better off. He's getting life right. If I only had opened a store years ago, I'd be, oh my God, all of that crap. All of it. All of that is crap. It's exactly the way it's meant to be, and when you fight it, you suffer. Period. You. Who you really are isn't suffering. Just the me. And Jesus said, that it's possible to be in the world and not of it. But I've not come across that yet. If I do, I'll let you know. But I see where I was going to say, I see ego. So when I say I see ego reactions coming out, the eye is blurred. Because the one that's seeing it is not the one performing it. The one that's aware is not the one that's doing it. We're not doing anything. Who we really are not the doers. We aren't doing anything. This body and mind is doing it from the subconscious beliefs being held, so there's reactions to, what's said or done or not done that should have been done. Nothing could have been done any different than it was. And you know what? And none of it is wrong. And nothing could have been any different. And none of it is wrong. the one, that me that's holding on to, I should never, look what I did, or what they did to me. That's keeping the me in the dream. Believed. Wow. Hmm. She's listening to the rain coming down the gutter. Hmm. When she is focusing on the aliveness in the body, I literally can feel it all through my stomach, my chest, my head, my feet, my hands, my arms, legs. I feel that aliveness. And actually, as you focus on it, it becomes more alive, so to speak. It becomes more tingly. That would be being in the world but not of it. If the identity comes from that aliveness and not the sensations in the body. But I don't know. Okay, so there's the me coming in to the how. I guess you just let that go too. There is no how. It's just happening. It's just part of the happening. And why some are going with it and others aren't, I don't know, but I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because no one's here. The ones that you think you see aren't really. When you're coming from the trueness of you, this is all a dream. And you know it. You know it. That's not even... See how I can't say you know it? That's separation. There is no separation. We are everything and nothing at the same time. I don't know if you can follow that, but I have 3 packages on my table to open on Easter. Right. Oh, what was I going to say about that? Oh, we were talking about the fact that I couldn't wait. Oh, when I was pregnant. Wow, I can't believe I brought that back. Wow, you guys, that's impressive. That came back. Because I know there's so many things that I start and don't. When I watch it back, Lori is like, what the? I should talk about that next week. But I don't remember what it was. Anyway. Oh, when I was pregnant with the boys, I had Dr. Burgess in Brunswick. His office policy was not to tell what the baby was. That was the first time I was faced with the needing to know, because most people knew when I was having babies, they knew. I had no idea till they were born, both of them, and I wanted a girl so bad. Somebody said Lori, wanted a girl so bad. And it's so funny that I was closer to Taylor when he was young, because Travis was such a hard baby. Yeah. It's so easy to see now. And the thing is, as you start loving you, the judgments of anybody starts going away, because you're not judging yourself. You're not judging this. You, I hope you guys are following this. So, there's no uncomfortableness in the body. So that's just, because all of that judgment is just like boulders between the love that you are and what they are. And those boulders go away. There's just acceptance of them and yourself as you love you in the dream, as you, Lori loves Lori, then she loves everyone and realizes everyone is, if there's an issue, that's to wake you up. They are your gift to wake you up if there's an issue. That's what I was doing at the orchestra thing. As soon as I got done, I'm like, oh, crap! I did not expect to hear right there, doing their thing. It was so cool to witness. Anyway, yeah. And as we love them like that, it's catchy. They remember. They start remembering, and it goes out. You know that little yellow guy I post all the time, going down a crowd of people on both sides? He's going down, and the light is just spreading out. The light is just going. Because you touch that person, and they're closing. They've closed off part of themselves that wasn't acceptable to them, but they're thinking it's not acceptable to others. So it wasn't acceptable, so you try to hide it. But as like Christina said, recently I said I couldn't come up to somebody in the car because my nose, I didn't want them to see me profile. That was what my thoughts were. Talk about blocking the love. That's a veil of, anytime I went by somebody, I thought they were looking at my nose. That blocks all that judgment against yourself, which is projected onto the others, is what blocks the love that you are. That's all it is. And as you're open to seeing in the dream, as your character, your body and mind entertains this idea and starts seeing, I wish, I know there's people out there that are open like this because they're suffering so bad. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's meant to be. All the suffering that's seemingly happening, even in the wars or whatever you're watching on the news, it's meant to be. All the suffering and the hating of the others is what causes you to be open to this message and realize that the hatred you're projecting onto others is living in you, which is keeping you believing all this crap. But then it's not crap. As you see through it, it's not crap. It's beautiful. Listen to that bird. The rain, we need rain here. So we are 19 inches below in deficit here, seemingly, in the dream of. So Florida needs rain bad. I've never ever seen, we've only been here 6 years or whatever. But when you look at our pond, it's literally, I'd say 4 feet low. This one doesn't seem so, I think because the edges over here have filled it with green. Maybe not, I don't know. But our pond. See, Lori's thinking the worst. It's going to rain. Mother Nature, whatever's running this show, God, life, love, knows what it's doing. It balances it out. Just like when you try to tar over something and there's a crack in that tar, grass will come up through it. It always has the last say. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock almost. Thank you for taking this journey with me. I appreciate every single one of you that is open to whatever comes out of this mouth. Thank you for remembering with me. Thank you. And have a joy-filled week. Mwah.